Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're gonna grab this beautiful oracle of portals today. We're gonna grab a message from that, and we're going to use the Greenwich oracles too. And we're going to go with the feel good cards as well, so you can get the message that you need on how to deal with what you need to deal. So if you are here today, it's because you need to hear this message, otherwise you wouldn't be here today. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you get the most out of this message. Just be mindful of this is a collective message, so have a bit of discernment of what you're listening and what you're interpreting. Use your intuition regarding that. There we go. Victory. Card number 1, victory. Number 44, massive number. Transformation number. Duality. There you go. Go bananas. Or don't go bananas. Number 27. And last card that we're going to pick for today is going to be it seems to be that we don't need another card, so we're going to listen to what is being said. And it feels to me that the person I'm talking to here is someone who it's overcoming understanding the duality, the timeline that you are living in. There's a lot of healing on a mental, emotional, and physical health. And it's a closing cycle. It's a closing cycle, what you're going through right now. So be careful on resisting any sort of change. 7 + 2, number 9. It's definitely a closing period, and you might be going through moving from one timeline to another timeline. You might be moving from one dimension, stepping into another dimension, which means it's not that you are gonna go somewhere, but you are going to experience things in a different way, with the new lenses. So it sounds to me that the person here who is shifting dimensions, shifting timelines, is someone who's been through a lot of personal development, a lot of personal healing, a lot of internal, external healing. And that's why we got in here this information of of health, of activating that Kundalini, accessing higher dimensions associated to angelic realms. So most probably you are quite intuitive right now. If you are not that intuitive, you are going towards that path. So get in tune with nature. Get in tune with nature in any possible way, kind of way. Going through grounding exercises will help you a lot. This is what I'm hearing, what I'm getting in here. You know, if you are not close to, you know, nature itself, go to a park, go to a place where you can take your shoes off and just put your feet on the ground, on the grass, and for a couple of minutes, stay in silence, stay quiet, stay connecting your body, your physical body, to the Mother Earth, so you feel this grounding energy coming through, and the ability to connect with higher beings such as the angelic realm, so you can sync the information that you need to in order to make that shift. And instead of having the same perceptions and the same thinking and the same glasses that you have been looking at the world, this will give you the ability to actually focus on getting clarity, visual clarity, sensing what you need to sense. It's basically using your 5 senses or 6 senses, I would say. So grounding, mindfulness will be very important in that process. And the most important and interesting thing is that through that period of changing those viewpoints and those lenses, you are achieving victory, and you are healing not only your base chakra, you are healing your heart chakra, you are healing this is massive. This is massive because it has something to do with the way you feel in terms of safety. So when you feel safe, when you within yourself, within your nervous system, within everything that you have been experiencing through that duality, you start shifting into a different dimension. And you start literally opening your heart. So it creates a balance from the bottom chakra, the base chakra, moving all the way up, cleansing your solar plexus, cleansing your heart chakra, balancing everything. So I'm gonna try and pick another card because that's what I feel right here, right now, and see if the spirituality wants to, oh, it definitely wants to bring another card for us, because before they said no more cards, you gotta talk about that first. And there you go. I don't have any saying in this channel at all. I have to stop, listen, pass the message. That's it. And please be careful. If this message is resonating with you, great. If some part of this message is resonating with you, great. If nothing is resonating with you, just throw to the universe, leave that for someone else, because someone else might connect with this. Be mindful of what you're listening. So connect with your intuition to see if this message is for you. And if you are here, there is a reason for that, right? If that doesn't resonate with you, this message might resonate later down the track. If you want to listen anyway to this video, go ahead. If it still doesn't sit right, it's okay as well. But just continuing. So we got this beautiful card. Bay leaves. Bay leaves are associated to wisdom. Number 22. So there's some big mastered numbers, as we can see, which number 22 is also associated to number 4, which is also associated to the first card that we have here with victory. That means to me that this shift in perceptions and realities and timelines and shift in dimensional experiences are coming through this wisdom that you have developed, this incredible wisdom that you have developed through time. You will know what makes sense to you. When we're talking about this victory, not necessarily I'm talking about material victory. This victory is an internal, external shift within yourself, which is way more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Because from that transition, from that shift, you can create and you can do and you can manifest, you can become whatever you want, which sounds to me that you are already in that process, moving towards through that wisdom. So keep going, whatever you're doing to develop that knowledge, because knowledge always will stay with you. It's something that no one can take away. It will go through the spirit, through different lifetime lines. It's something that it's eternal. So focus on continue developing and listening to what your higher self wants and it's guiding you towards, because there is a very beautiful transformational process and a big crown in here. And a big crown in here, which tells me that also lots of stars. You're being guided also not just from your higher spirit, your divine spirit, but you're also guided by ancestors, by God, if you want to call it that, or whatever your belief is. You're just guided at the moment and protected in a lot of ways through this changing. So let's go ahead. Beautiful message. And what I keep hearing in here is, do not resist. Stop resisting what you're going through, because resistance can block that process of victory. Or I wouldn't say block, but slow down that process of victory, that feeling of contentment and acceptance. And continuous joy. But anyway, so I'm not gonna pick that one because I think we need to cleanse that for a little bit first. So please forgive me if you are listening to any noises, but I am outside in my balcony and I just connect really well here because of the connection with nature. There's so many trees, it's so beautiful, so many butterflies, and they just give me the strength and the power and the message that I need to pass on to you. See what we have in place right now for this incredible oracle of portals, and we're getting close to a new portal and last portal of the year. Oh, holy moly. You're gonna laugh about that. Look at this. Initiation. Number 29, which connects us to number 11 and number 2 as well. Have a look at that. If you are interested in those angel numbers, just research, because I'm not going to go deep into that with you. Blue all over the place. Definitely a interconnection with getting initiated into something that is meaningful to you or to your spirit, and something that mirror, connect with a lot of emotions, and gives you the ability to become powerful light, to bring healing, to develop trust with others. So you have, through that shift and transformation, that healing victory, you're being initiated into something. So pay attention on any messages that will come for you in the next couple of weeks, or insights, or aha moments, or breakthroughs, right? Anything that, and it's true wisdom. Look at this. So perhaps it's something very new, something, a new ability, or an ability that you have learned from the past in your timeline, or a new ability that you're actually developing, becoming a new passion, if that makes sense to you, because it's true acting on your passions that you are able to expand this light, to send healing, to speak your truth, because it's all about the throat chakra here, with the blue coming up. And yeah, that's what I feel. It feels like that. Just give me 1 second, guys, because this is real life and I'm not gonna cut the video. Ollie, buddy, Ollie. Sorry, I can't miss my dog. He is my everything. And sometimes he is a bit naughty. He goes away if I don't see where he's sneaking out. So going back into this reading for you, okay? You've been initiated into something really powerful, something that it's connected to your communication. I do know if this is associated to whatever you're doing already, or all I can feel and see is that this has been cleared and now you are able to communicate your own truth, because you have been through a lot and you have healed a lot of things. You bring this massive wisdom into play for this new 5D dimensional world that you are shifting into. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. So what do we need to work on or get in terms of a message? Hold on a second. Get in terms of a message from our feel good journal cards. What do we need to do at this time and place to allow this initiation and transformation and victory to happen and unfold in its right time and the way that's supposed to happen? How can we facilitate that? How can that person facilitate what this person needs to know, what this person needs to hear, what this person needs to know, what this person needs to hear? Oh, holy moly, we got a few things here and we're going to accept that. So I got Goals and Dreams card, reflection. We have actually 3 Goals and Dreams cards. So I'm gonna follow the instructions on this for you. Perhaps someone in here has a dream to have a house, to have a home of whatever way it is that you want your home. So describe your dream home. Where is it? What does it look like? And who do you share it with? Below there is some specific affirmations for you to use if you want. I can do anything I put my mind to. I can do anything I put my mind to. I can do anything I put my mind to. Sounds like someone in here, through this shifting in reality and initiation of expression and new abilities here, or new passions, I would say, that you are reconnecting with or connecting with. Maybe reconnecting, because that's what it's coming out of my mouth. It's how you're going to achieve your dreams. So for someone who wants to get a dream home. Now, second one, this is a bit more into reflection, into, I would say, personal psychological development, okay? So pay attention, because this is very important. If someone wants to describe your life story back to you, which 3 events would you want highlighted? Wow. I would even add into this, why do you think those 3 events will be the highlight of your life? How do you feel about that? How does it make you feel when you think about these 3 main events of someone describing and telling the story of your life for you or for others? What is the impact on your life and the life of others? Write on your journal. Process that. If this is coming for you, it's because we still have and we still own that process, on that path of healing, which is quite normal, because if we are here in this physical reality, it's because we have things to learn, we have things to develop and experience, most of all. So the affirmation for this card is, I love myself deeply. I love myself deeply. I love myself deeply. Moving into Goals and Dreams card again. So, as a kid, what did you dream of doing when you grew up? What was your dream, which is in big alignment with passions? Often we forget that we had childhood passions, and through that process of growing and collecting and picking and choosing and interpreting other people's views of the world and other people's expectations of us, other people's interconnections with us, we forget and we start living a life that is not fulfilling our soul, a life that it's not necessarily what our soul wants. So this is for you to reconnect with your inner child and the passions that you used to have there. It sounds to me you're going back into an initiation and interconnection with the passions that you left behind because you created beliefs, and those beliefs were associated to how you grew up, what you learned through your parents or caregivers, and through life and through other people around you, and so in society in general. So as a kid, what did you dream of doing when you grew up? What can you learn about yourself from this? What can you learn about yourself from this? Affirmation for this one. My dreams are all in the process of coming true. Ooh. Let us surrender victory. Surrender, my friend. Word that doesn't stop coming in my head. Surrender. You have been initiated into stepping into a different reality now. The reality that you most prefer to live, if that makes sense to you. And last but not least, we have also another Goals and Dreams, which I encourage you to reflect on this. When you picture yourself 10 years from now, and this is a big asking, because often when I'm in therapy with people, if you don't know, I am a holistic registered counselor and psychotherapist, and I work with addictions, so substance use disorders and behavioral addictions on a regular basis, all right? But this is my passion. I can interconnect and combine things using my intuition And what I've been seeing and noticing throughout years and years working with this and working with other modalities in the health and fitness industry is that people tend to challenge themselves. They struggle. When you ask them to think about over a year from now, how do you see yourself? Where do you see your life? How does your life look like? They struggle. So there is a big difference between living in the moment, all right, and being mindful in the present. Living in the moment and forgetting about everything else and just literally operating on automatic and like, I don't care, I don't know what's going to happen next, I have to live my life now. That is you operating on dopamine hit. Everything needs to be fast, everything needs to be now, everything doesn't matter what happens next. There's no necessarily connection with the self and connection to any goals, connection to any reflection, connection to any necessarily gratitude points. And that can cause a lot of problems mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, right? Now, if you're struggling and this question is triggering, when you picture yourself 10 years from now, what do you want to have experienced? My suggestion is that you ask yourself, why do I feel triggered, uncomfortable? Why do I feel lost, unsure? What this is trying to tell me, it's trying to show me. Now, try not to force things, but allow things and allow your answers to come through to you gently and naturally. Controlling won't necessarily help, but perhaps break down there. If 10 years from now is something really difficult for you to actually picture yourself, start with something 3 months from now, 6 months from now, and a year from now, and then from that you start developing differently. Now, if you already do that, if you have those practices regularly, every year, you think, you plan, you do things in a life management way, perfect. If it's working, don't change it. But if you never did that and you feel very confused and very triggered by this question and reflecting on that, break down. Go a step behind, because the last thing you want is to look into this 10 years from now and not being able to see anything. So you gotta take a step back, observe the feelings that are coming up for you, observe step by step of your life. It's through the feelings, processing and allowing the feelings to come through without running away from them, that you're going to be able to start developing that life plan. Affirmation for this card: I am free to create the life I desire. So what is the life you desire? I am free to create the life I desire. I am free to create the life I desire. It's all about you. Getting clarity is essential to be able to move to the next step, to be able to move through that process of regeneration, to that process of transformation, leaving one time frame, one dimension, and start seeing through the other dimension. So all these messages and that came up for you are very important to be reflected, to be part of your expansion and grounding and healing process, this initiation process, so you can achieve this beautiful victory materially, sounds like it, or emotionally, internal. I hope this reading makes sense to you guys. It was something very quick that came up for me, and I felt like I needed to do. And I really hope that you enjoy, and I really hope that you get this victory and put that crown right on top of your head, because you do need to celebrate. You can celebrate. You just already shift into this vibration of feeling successful, joyful, happy, whatever it is that you need to feel on the next level above. Wish you a beautiful Saturday. Bye.